Okay, so next up, let's start working on the profile page logic here. So with the profile pages is that, we'll be using something called advanced matching patterns in Vue.js. Now, if you take a look at how dynamic route matching works in Vue.js is that we can use path to regular expression, which would help us basically create routes in a regular expression kind of way. So, I mean, regular expressions are, of course, I mean, there's a website called Regexer. I would highly recommend this to go there. You can try out your regular expressions out there. So I'm not going to delve much deep into how regular expressions work themselves, but let's talk about this website. And you see that if I see this page, this article is written by this user called Elix, as you can see here. If I click on Elix, my route, it goes to @/Elix. Okay, so I want to be able to match a route which says that @ and then after that anything that means that this is a profile page link. Okay, even my own username link becomes like acvlk. If I go and click there, it becomes just a second. Yeah, so when I go and click on acvlk, it goes to this profile page out here. Okay, so what we want to do is create a path with dynamic paths, which is going to look like somewhat like this. So dynamic routes are created with this colon notation first of all, which is a dynamic segment, and then a dynamic segment can have a regular expression. So I'm going to create a path called this. So I'll create a path which is slash say I do slash profile or slash username, and this goes to this path @dot star. Okay, then we're gonna write the name of this path is the profile path, and I'm gonna open this component here. Component would be so let's import view/profile.view. Okay, so which means it'll be opening this profile.view out here, which shows the profile of a particular user. So yeah, and to do the profile of a user, what we're gonna do is of course let's take a look at this. If I go to just serve this again. Okay, so if I go to slash @abcd, okay, slash @abcd, this takes me to the profile path. Of course, now I want to actually fetch the profile of a particular user. So what we'll do is we'll go to the module, store module, users module, and we have this profile. So we will create a function, create a mutation mutation a mutation called set profile. Profile is going to be of profile type. So this dot profile equal to profile. Okay, then we will create an action for this. We'll create an action which is going to commit set profile. So the action is going to do async load profile. So this will be load profile with the username here. So user name, which would be a string. Okay, so I'm going to do const profile equal to await, and we need like a function for this. So like we have a functions at API for login user. Let's create a function, export async function fetch profile username string. It returns a promise with a profile inside it. Okay. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Conduit API dot get. So how to get profile data? Let's go to the README file and just check out the endpoint once again. Okay, so there's an endpoint for profile API slash profile slash username. So let's just check that out. If I go to what conduit.productionready.slash API slash profiles slash ACBLK. That's the profile name that I created. Username ACBLK. We get that. We get the profile from here. So we'll do this thing. Make a request to get slash profile. Sorry. Slash profiles slash and just put the username out here. Okay. So let's see if I do it like get profile slash username. So return response dot data as so then we need to create a profile response object. So export interface profile response, which basically contains an object called profile with the data type profile. Okay, so profile response dot profile. Okay, that's my fetch profile function is ready. We can do is go to the users module and we do await fetch profile on this username. You get the profile, we return this profile from here. It's going to go inside set profile and it will load the current profile right now. So we want to run this action when we are inside the profile page. So go to views profile.view. We will start writing our script here. Okay, and profile.view. Now how to get the root parameters inside my component. So when we are using these roots, what we can do is so we have got a root like ID or something like this. We can get access to the data of our the root values, like the name of the parameters and all. So what we can do is like there are parameters like this. So when we go to a root, we can access the parameters that are there in the root using root.params. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll get access to the root.params. So I'm going to do when it is created. Let's just do console.log this dot dollar root dot params, right? If I now load this page, console, and so you see root.params has got username abcd, which is coming from up there. Okay, so what we're going to do is now in my router. I'll just change this to something of this type. Yeah, so we change my variable inside the root component to something like this, at the rate colon username, like this. Then I directly get the username as a field up there inside my object. So that's the one that I want. So I'm gonna trigger the user module function load profile here. So I'll go to my profile.vue. I'm gonna import users from store modules users. Okay, and I'm gonna do users dot load profile for this this dot root dot params dot username. Okay, so I'll pass the username into load profile. I'm not gonna await for this because like this can happen in its own sweet time. There's no hurry that for me as such. I'm gonna create a getter field here, get profile, which I will do is return this store dot return users dot profile. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Let's take a look at what let's go to a network tab and see what network requests are getting made. So let's see what XHR requests are getting made, clear all these, and go to home page and go to slash ACBLK, which is actually username that exists. So I go there, makes a request to API profiles ACBLK, and I get like this body in the response automatically. And like inside my Vue.js component, I have the profile object with me now. So I'm gonna put like the username here, and I'm gonna write like the bio here. So and okay, let's go and start doing that stuff. So here I need to change this Eric Simmons as a username, and I want to change this to profile dot username. Then this paragraph I'll do is p vif equal to vif profile dot bio. If a bio exists, in that case I will put the bio out here, profile dot bio. Okay, so yeah, ACBLK comes. Then I also have got this image thing here, so I'm gonna set the image src to so I'm gonna use the bound src parameter, and I'm gonna set this to profile dot image. Okay, so it's showing my profile's image out here. Okay, so these things are beginning to work correctly. Also, one more thing that I want to do is like when I am logged in that case, inside my navbar component, I need to add one more parameter. So there is like settings, and after settings, like I want to add another list item, which so if username exists, then there's going to be a router link to so it's going to be something like this, at the rate plus username. I think with slash at the rate plus username, and I'm gonna like the text inside this is going to be the username itself. Yeah. So this will do is like if I sign in with a at cb.lk, sign in, and yeah, when my sign in has ended, I get this button at the end, just like it happens on the real website. We get this acblk button, and it takes me to my profile page. It ideally should, if I click on that, yeah, it takes me to my profile page. Okay, cool. So that works. I also need to do is like when my login has ended, I should navigate dynamically to my profile like home page. So what happens is like in this website, if you see, if I let's say I sign out, and then when I sign in, I put like a at cb.lk, and then I put my password, which is also a cb.lk, right? So sign in there, and yeah, I get back to my home page automatically after that. That happens by programmatically navigating. So you can do router.push and a location, so it's going to go to that particular route. So what I will do is like when in my views login.view, when my user.login has ended. So user.login is basically yeah, what's it, this is, so it's in the users module, it's this login function, it's an async function. It has ended means the user has logged in. So I'll do is user.login dot then. So inside then I will do is so how to navigate using the router. I will do this dot router dot push slash. So that way I will go to the home page after the login has ended. Or what I can do is you know turn this into an async function, turn this into await, and then I do this. Okay, so either way, I don't know, I mean we should probably do is make it like this dot then, and we got this that we're doing. And then we should have a catch function. So if there is an error, I don't know, so I'm gonna first print the error. Later on I'm gonna see if I can do something with this error. So ideally we should like print the error somewhere on the screen or something like that. Okay, so I think we can do is like this, take this an ordered list with error class message, put like v if login error, then I'm gonna show the login error here. Okay, initially I can do is like login error equal to like empty string. If we get like some error, in that case console.log error, then this dot login error equal to err dot message. I think show the login error on the screen in that case. Okay, let's go ahead and see where we have gotten with this. So is it running already? It's running. So let me just go to my sign in page. So if I write like random stuff, try to sign in. Okay, so I get like a big error like this. So ideally, like this is not the error that I wanted to print. The error that I want to print is something else. So if I go to my login path, users.login, and we can do something like this, try. And yeah, so if I get an error, then I will do console dot error this error I'm going to print here, and then I will do is throw a new error, which is invalid username or password, something like this. Okay, then in that case we can go to this login.vue and we're gonna print the my error that I just wrapped up here. Okay, so in this case, if I print something random here, try to sign in. Oh, I think still not getting the correct one. I don't know what happened. Try catch error. Okay, so login. I mean the entire error, which I don't know should not have been the case, but is dot login. Okay, we'll take a look at that later on. Or maybe we can do something like simply this dot error equal to here sign in and yep, so get like invalid username or password, something like that. Now if I like actually put the correct username or password, sign in, and yep, I get navigated back to the front page, which is what I need. I have got the stuff in my nav bar also correctly set. My global feed is coming up. If I go to my profile page, my profile comes up. I need to change all of these things inside the user module, like change I don't know what profile.view. So follow Eric Simons should change to follow profile.username. This should exist only if I am not already followed and stuff like that. Then there's going to be this my feed kind of stuff that's coming out here. So so if I go to my home page and I get this feed content out here, and if I go to like my profile page, I still get this feed stuff out here. So maybe we can turn this feed into a I don't know, like a component or something like that. But for now, like this is one of my articles, favorite articles. So yeah, we need to handle all of that stuff. Maybe we can do some of the other things as well, like for example there are tags. So we can do is my home page, there's going to be these tags. So where are these tags coming from? These tags are coming from like slash tags, API slash tags, gets lists of tags, API slash tags, list of all the tags that exist. So we can do something like this also for the popular tags category out there, you know. And then this tags thing exists like if I'm on the your feed in the global feed, if I am inside my user page. Oh, okay, so it's only there in the home page. So we'll create a tag component and we'll add all of that stuff there. Yeah, I think like a lot of things are starting to work. Let me just reformat my files once again. So you can see like the Vuex modules, they're like working out really well. So this is the user module, which has like it has mutations called set user and set profile. It's got action called login, which is an action called load profile. They do what they're supposed to do, right? And there's the articles module, which has the global feed and the user feed. So right now we have only done the set global feed and the refresh global feed part. We'll also do the user feed kind of thing, or maybe we can have just a single feed article, and we can do something like this, do like, because at any one point of time in your website only one feed is open, either the current feed or the global feed, one of these are open. So like we can do is I know, say do is like turn into feed, and do is that set feed, and this dot feed equal to articles, remove the user feed stuff. Okay, and I know, commit set feed here. And then I know where it's getting used inside a home page. So inside home page we'll do dot articles dot. This is the advantage that you have when you're using TypeScript, is that you get an underline immediately right now here, because inside my articles I've like changed the variable name. And we can also do is like take create a type feed type equal to global user. Okay, and we can do is refresh feed. Feed type is going to be of feed type. Okay, now you see then I get another underline that refresh global feed is also wrong right now. Okay, because my I've got like complete type safety, 100% type safety in my modules right now, because we have created this like a TypeScript function refresh feed. Okay, so and there's this class called articles module. So I just need to remove this input here, sorry. Yeah, so now I have this object called articles, which is of type articles module. Now inside articles module I can only call functions which are already there, so I can like do refresh feed, and then I have to pass an argument into that. So the argument has to be a string which can only be either global or user. So 100% type safety, like you cannot pass any random stuff here, it won't work. You can only pass the value called global here. Okay, and that's gonna work. And then articles.feed I'm gonna use here. So like this is the important part, that when you're using Vuex with TypeScript, it's hard to like write wrong stuff here. You can only like write those functions, those actions, and those mutations that actually exist inside your store. And like if you have strictly typed arguments, then you can only pass those arguments into these functions. So yeah, let me just deploy this again, see it's working the way we want it to work. Yep, so homepage, yeah, works. So that's what we want. Now if I make a mistake here, like if I change it to ABC field and save that, of course it's apart from the fact it's not going to work, we'll start getting an error already here, is that argument of type ABCD is not assignable to parameter of type field type. Now to like pass the correct type here, so I would only can pass global here. This is where the advantages of TypeScript start showing up when we use TypeScript with our Vue.js projects. Okay.